Hi everyone. So I was looking at this today and I had this great potential future that I see um, where I create this self-education as a school, and I see this being a dream that I have where in the future, like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, that I bring together this point of having a school that's all about self-education. And here this word self-education, I'm using specifically to refer to something that I already know. This word, I'm using it to refer to learning about all the things that are really relevant for life. Recently there was this rap video song sort of showing this point about everything that education doesn't teach you, right? Everything that school doesn't teach you about real life. And here it's like similar thing here I'm doing. Of course, you're being the solution where, and then of course adding onto that everything that I've learned already. So, the self-education would be focusing on everything that is real, like your everyday life, like cooking, even like cleaning, like how things work in the world with money, how politics work, about how cars work, or about how, everything that is real, everything that's practical, everyday real life. And this year being a school focus on that, not the rest of the stuff which is on school right now. That would everything that's in school right now would form like a small percentage, like 5%, I suppose, or 10%, because really the 90% of the rest of everyday life, that's what we do every day, and that's things we tend to learn outside of school by accident, and some of us don't learn it at all until later on, until we face consequences. And that's just the truth. And instead, we can create self-education right here about everything that is relevant. So here I'm talking about like a real curriculum, a full curriculum, full classes, teachers, all focus on, everyday life, all these different points. And, how things work with animals, how things work with plants, with nature, but like, that's the focus. Real life. Education that's relevant. And that's not what we have in schools today, so what I'm saying is something that's different. It's something that's new. So having a word that represents that, I see self-education being that point. Self-hyphenated education. So it's about yourself, your life, learning about how your body works, how your environment works, about life. You can call it even life education if you want. But it's just about your education focusing around real life, your life, self. So that's just, let's say, a vision I had and a dream that I have. And, it's always constantly developing. But, that's like a long-term thing to create. But, to have that vision, first of all, that's like the first step to creating that. And of course, the small steps I can take right now, which is to do videos, to collect what I know, to put it out there. Like, for example, I could have wanted to move into the direction of creating a curriculum, self-education, where I do video, I make mini classes on, things that are relevant, the different topics of life, cover different, what I'm talking about, like one day focus on this topic, another day focus on that topic, and just covering like all the basic points, basically. And there I could really start creating the curriculum. There I can really start creating what could be there for the future. I'm doing it here for myself and for others, freely, openly. So I could do that, and I may do that. So here's the sharing today. For me, everything I'm doing with Yogan's Learning Guide is the same principle, and that's going to be obviously class in the very beginning, a very basic principle. your relationship to yourself, who you are, creating that space within you, where you're the director, you're the creator of who you are inside yourself, inside your mind. That you're not being directed by your environment, you're not being directed by your past. You're here creating the space for you to learn, to grow, to expand. That's always going to be relevant, no matter what. And that's, of course, going to form a basic foundation for everyone's education. That's how it is to be effective in this world. To do things really well, it requires that. And you can see this in the world. People who do great things in all areas, in sports, in skills, in careers, they have this space within them. Because that's how you really create from. So, I'm going to do this video here for the guide for today. This is going to be a pause for our next point. I may switch this all over to this new point, I don't know. But I'm always going to be emphasizing this point of creating space. So I'll definitely do videos on that no matter what happens. But life grows, everything expands, it's all organic. This is what I'm observing, seeing today, and that's what I can do today. Tomorrow, I'm going to do tomorrow's work. So, thank you very much.